find our true history, it has to be Ethiopia. Because like the sister said earlier, you know, what colonizing means is that they come in and they distort everything. They come in and they burn churches, they burn this, they kill church leaders, they slaughter monasteries, they do all of these things, right? That's what colonization is. So for us to have a country or a nation that hasn't been colonized, and us seeking to want to find the truths about our history, that has to be the place where we begin our search.
Well, actually, one of the things I was very happy to discover is that there is a university being launched, I believe, this year.
Yeah, U of T.
Oh, U of T?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm referring to the university at Ottawa.
Oh, what's going on in Ottawa?
Yes, a Pan-African university.
Oh.
Okay, is being provided. Right, so I think this is what draws in this Pan-Africanism, the fact that they recognize that what took place there was a defining moment in our history, right? And with that ground, that hallowed ground where we fought one of our greatest battles against a foreign foe, is now a place for learning and discovery, just like these schools, right? So the question is, how do U.S. students begin to adjust the curriculum so that it properly reflects your interest in the things you want to discover?
Right.
I actually just recently, any fans of the weekend in here? Not Saturday, Sunday, guys. Come on. I'm talking about our homie from Scarborough.
I'm a fan of this earlier.
Big homie from Scarborough. Well, he donated $50K to the University of Toronto so that actually an ancient language, Ethiopian language. Is that?
Agazi, that's right. The ancient Ethiopian language.
That hasn't been spoken in thousands of years, can be properly transcribed. And so here in Toronto is one of the first institutions where they're actually going to go beyond just Somali language and look at all the different diverse languages that Africa consists of.
And the beauty about itself is that the language has its own alphabet. So what the colonizers did with like most of all other African countries is they took away our scripts because they know that there's power in having our own language, both language and our script. So once again, Ethiopia being the one place that hasn't been colonized is able to preserve the ancient Amharic language of Ga'uz, you know, and it's very significant. That's why when you also, for any Christians in the room, if you want to read the Bible, and even the Quran itself as well, if you want to get really deep into the ancient text, you got to look at the ancient languages. You can't just read it in English and think that you have the proper perspective of everything. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, so it's beautiful that the weekend has done that, you know, opened that up. But, you know, it's interesting because I researched that program, and then it's funny, they have a white guy teaching guns to us. I find that funny still.
Well, you know, we have to put ourselves in positions to be the authority, right? And I think that's, I'm going to continue drawing back to this flag and continue drawing back to the need for us to establish and develop our Pan-African roots and purpose, because that is where we are going to do things that has liberated the entire world. I mean, we're talking about implementing strategies and philosophies in our mind that have freed up Africa, that have freed up the minds of Africans and people in the Caribbean, people all over the world, people of African descent. And it's a proven philosophy that if we can just implement and include into our curriculums, not just here in college or university, but even in high school, then we're going to be able to equip the next generation with the tools they'll need to be able to see past the snares and the traps that have been set by the oppressor.
Yeah, you know, we're the next generation. we're the youth. You know, I'm the youth. We're the youth. So whatever we got to do to further this progress and this process of liberation, we got to just unify and get that done. Because, you know, Gideon times right now, as we Rastafarians say. Gideon, Armageddon. These are like the last of days right now. You see the world. You see what's going on right now. You know? So we got to really see the truths about the matter and try to rectify and unify our country and our people. You know, we are the youth, once again.
I believe that this room has those people. I believe that the leadership
Oh, I know.
at this campus,
I met some of them already.
the leadership at this campus, if they stay the task, stay focused on mission, strategy, and sacrifice, and that special substance of faith, all right, that we will be able to move our generation back on track to not just liberation, but truthfully, domination. It's okay to talk about domination. It's okay to talk about being in positions of leadership and authority, all right? And that's where we need to be, because truthfully, if we get into positions of authority and we get into position of dominance, but we don't have love for our people, what good is it? Might as well have an oppressor there. So it's important that we are able to establish ourselves to a foundation of faith and understanding of who we are and where we're going, so that when we get into power, when we get into position, that we are going to be able to make a difference in our communities. And this educational front is battleground. This is ground zero right now. And you are going to be the leaders that are going to be able to make sure that not just the flag flies, but the curriculum is available to teach. All right? So we are without a doubt privileged, right, to be able to reflect on a very special moment in history that, like I said, shocked the world and put the world on notice that Africa will be free and that will refuse to be colonized. There was a quote that I read that said, Africa for Africans, Africans for humanity, and humanity for God. And, you know, it's very similar to the motto of the UNIA, which is one God, one destiny, one aim. And it's simple and plain. And that is the foundation of us moving forward as Pan-Africans. So I just wanted to salute everyone that took time today to honor this incredible moment in history. We have some Ethiopians in the house, that's correct?
Yes,
I understand we have a couple Ethiopians in the house. Before we just close, can you just share a little bit, if that's okay? Just curious to find out, you know, was this something that was talked about? Was this something you were made aware of? Or like, what's your experience with this epic battle?
For me personally, I'm sorry.
Can everyone can hear her, right? Okay, sorry. I thought you needed the mic. Sorry.
No, we can hear you.
For me personally, like my whole family's from Ethiopia. So I'm a first generation Canadian. And even Ethiopian, yeah, you're right. Sorry, excuse me. And like unfortunately, I'm not completely familiar. Like I know what occurred, and it's unfortunate, but I'm glad that you guys have a platform where students can come in and learn about it. I think that's very important. And it's unfortunate that those options or these opportunities are quite limited.
True.
So I came in quite late, which I apologize for, but
It's okay.
You're here.
That's what matters, you know.
But it's good to know that this space is available. So
Yes, sir.
You pretty much said everything. I'm half Eritrean, so
See.
so it's kind of I'm closer with my Eritrean side, but like this battle, yeah, it's been mentioned a lot of times, the family tables and stuff.
Yeah,
you know, like,
yeah, it's a shared history between Eritreans and Ethiopians as well.
Yeah. So,
Especially with that battle. Because you know what they say about that battle. That battle is like the reason that for that divide there. But it's all love either way still.
Yeah,
it's all one nation, same way.
They have a complicated history for sure.
For sure.
But yeah, and also like every time I'm home, like it's mentioned, like we always mention, we have pride, like in our culture and our history. Like you said, we are the only one that still hold our alphabet and still use it to this day. So like we are, they really push to like implement our culture, even if we're born out like not back home and stuff like that. So
That's what they died for. They died for that. They died so that we could hold on to what was given to them. And I will say in closing that this victory provided expression to what is called Ethiopianism. Have you heard of this? That was
Ethiopianism?
Ethiopianism.
No.
Yeah, it's something that I came across. I was new to as well. I mean, they got a whole ism now. Okay.
I mean, it always exists,
Yeah.
We as Rasta, we burn out the isms and schisms.